You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the July 8th meeting for the Michigan City Board of Zoning Appeals. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Michigan City Board of Zoning and Appeals. It is July 8th at 6 p.m. and we're calling the meeting to order. If everybody would take a second and rise for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. We do the roll call, Ms. Edwards.
Ricky Jackson,
Here.
Fred Klinder,
Here.
Kathy Stransky,
Here.
Deborah Vance,
Here.
and Brian Gross.
Here. All right, everybody had a chance to look at the agenda. You see that it actually has the board members' names and their terms for office on when it will be coming up and what's going on with that. Ms. Edwards, did you want those read into the, or is it just for our?
There's a new state statute that requires that agendas have to have the board members, their terms, and their appointments. So that started on July 1st.
Okay. So we can move on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next on the agenda is the approval of minutes we're going to start with March 11th, 2025. Board members, if everybody's had a chance to take a look at them, if there's no more corrections on that one, we're looking for a motion to approve.
Motion to approve the minutes, please,
From March 11th,
from March 11th.
is there a second?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Ms. Stransky and a second by Mr. Klinder. And if you could do the tally, please.
Ricky Jackson,
Yes.
Fred Klinder,
Yes.
Kathy Stransky,
Yes.
Deborah Vance,
Yes.
and Brian Gross.
Yes.
Very good. Next on here, we're looking for the approval of the minutes from June 10th, 2025. If there are no corrections, we're looking for a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve the BZA minutes of June 10th, 2025.
I have a motion by Mr. Gross. Is there a second?
I second it.
I have a second by Ms. Vance. And if you could do the tally, please.
Ricky Jackson,
Yes.
Fred Klinder,
I abstain. I was not here.
Kathy Stransky,
Yes.
Deborah Vance,
Yes.
and Brian Gross.
Yes.
According to our agenda, we have no petitions. Is that correct, Ms. Edwards?
Yes, sir. The petition that we did receive, I pushed off until August due to incompleteness.
And we're going into old business. The old business is the approval of finding an order of orders. Attorney Hale is not with us at this time. Ms. Edwards, would you like to go over with us?
Sure. So in regards to the approval of findings and orders for petition number B 100-25, James Diener and Grandma's Attic Self-Storage, we have our facts and finding, or our findings and orders rather, from Attorney Hale. So Attorney Hale stated that for the petitioner, again, Grandma's Attic Self-Storage, and the property owner is James Diener, that the property is the subject of the petition is Lot 2 for Grandma's Attic Self-Storage, which is a minor subdivision and is referred to generally as Lot East. It is located at 4400 East Michigan Boulevard, adjacent to US Highway 35. State Road 212, Rogowski Road, etc. The property is currently zoned B3 Highway Commercial and is in that particular district. Mr. Diener requested a use variance to develop a indoor self-storage facility within that B3 Highway Commercial District. And so the Board of Zoning Appeals found in our June meeting, June meeting, that the approval will not be interest, now finds that the request for the use variance is as follows under these particular conditions, regarding the, that the approval will not be interest to public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community. Self-storage businesses in general and indoor self-storage businesses in particular have operated in our community with no adverse impact. Regarding the use and value of the area that is adjacent to the property and the fact that it may not be affected in a substantially adverse manner, developments of a similar land use, whether adjacent or not adjacent to residential areas, have not impacted the surrounding community, again, in an adverse manner. So therefore, this development will not adversely impact our community. Regarding the need for the variance, whether it arises from some condition that is peculiar to the property involved, well, the current parcel, again, is zoned as B3 Highway Commercial. It does not permit the land use of indoor storage facilities, while the adjacent land uses are zoned as B2 and does permit this particular use under a special exception. So our zoning ordinance, it does not allow for outdoor storage and is very similar to retail uses. So those are permitted in B3 districts. So in prohibiting indoor self-storage is very much too punitive. So the current zoning designation under B3 Highway Commercial should allow this type of development to take place as it is less disruptive to the surrounding community. Regarding the strict application of our zoning ordinance and whether or not it will result in practical difficulties in the use of the property. Again, back to the zoning designation with it being B3 Highway Commercial, we should allow this type of development to take place as it is less disruptive to the surrounding community. Additionally, similar developments in our community have proven not to adversely impact. Regarding the approval, whether or not the approval interferes substantially with our comprehensive land development plan. Again, adjacent land uses are similar in land use types such as B1 and B2, and therefore does not impact our comprehensive land development plan. So regarding the approval of the petition for use variance, we granted or would allow for this to take place under the following conditions. So submitting the petition for administrative subdivision, separating lot number 2 to the outlot by extending a northern property line of lot number 2 along Rogowski Road extended, providing a site plan for all buildings that display the number of rental units, providing a calculation of required parking spaces, revising the language of legal description from admin subdivision to minor subdivision, submitting internal petition for administrative subdivision to our department, and then a revised affidavit of service language regarding the administrative subdivision to a minor sub. Now, therefore, based upon the position, the presentation of the petitioner and all documents, testimony, and other matters brought forth in the public hearing, and all materials, documents, and testimonies set on the record of this matter and subject to the conditions set out in paragraph 7 above, that the Michigan City Board of Zoning Appeals made the findings set above and granted petition number B-100-25 on June 10th.
Very good. So at this point, board members, is there anyone who would like to make a motion to adopt this decision of finding and facts?
I make a motion to adopt the decision and finding of facts for petition number B-100-25.
So I have a motion. Is there a second?
I second it.
So I have a motion by Mr. Gross, and I have a second by Ms. Vance. If you could call the tally, please.
Ricky Jackson,
Yes.
Fred Klinder,
Yes.
Kathy Stransky,
Yes.
Deborah Vance,
Yes.
and Brian Gross.
Yes.
Very good. Ms. Edwards, is there any new business?
No, sir, there is not.
Okay. We're going to move right into public comment. Public comment. Mr. Drew, do you have anybody online? Everybody's still recouping from the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Public comment. Public comment. Public comment is now closed. Is there board member comment? Board members, anybody have a comment?
Not concerning this, but just due to the flooding in Texas and all, I just want everybody to, I don't know if I can say pray, but, hope that they find the missing people and all.
Here, here.
Yes.
Any other comments?
I'm just wondering if the board has any questions or feedback for me regarding our processes. Does everything feel a little bit more stable? Of course, you can always talk to me offline. So
I don't have any complaints. I think we're okay.
I think
Okay.
everything's. I can find you.
right.
Thank
Well,
you.
you know where to find me.
Yeah, yeah. Everything's working out well, I think.
Fred, it's good to have you back.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry
We missed you.
again for missing the last couple of meetings.
That's all right.
Graduation of a grandson, and then we had a mini vacation here in Ohio.
Very good.
Timing was bad.
Excellent.
Apologize for that. It won't happen again until the next time.
Okay.
If anybody, you have something? No? If nobody has anything, looking for a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
A motion by Mr. Kent,
I second
seconded by
that
Kathy.
motion.
Is there any, all in favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
Aye.
All right. We're adjourned. That's got to be a record.